college. The Z is perfectly packed. Amazing how organized and correct Paul can be when he's sober. Once he decided to take the Z to LA for the summer, he started fixing it up. New starter, new clutch. Of all his possessions, the Z is the one thing that's completely his own. The link between where he is now and the Sun Country Mall where he found it in Farmington. He imagines taking the T-tops off and driving the Z up Pacific Coast Highway. Even with the dull paint, it's a low-slung black bomb. Before he goes back to Albuquerque, he'll sell it to one of the rich kids at UCLA for maybe $5,000. The Z, he thinks, is just like his life, an example of how you can take something bad and turn it into something good. Turning onto the freeway, Paul takes out his new black iPod and clicks shuffle. Rob Zombie, The Scorpion Sleeps, one of the songs he downloaded from Mason. It's mellow for metal, edge without screech. South of the city, he panics, trying to think of what he forgot, but then he summons his rational mind. You're on a road trip. Relax. On the 6-mile crescent moon sandspit at Bahia de Todos Santos, Kat jogs barefoot along the wet sand behind her friend Terry Stiles, her dog Spock trailing behind. They're doing Terry's routine, 30 minutes out, 30 back, 2 5-minute bursts of running backwards. Lean and athletic, Terry is formidably disciplined. She runs every day. She attends AA and Al-Anon meetings. She practices Zen meditation. The pale blue of the bay is shot through with light, shimmering like a newborn thing just a few feet away. 4.5 hours south of LA, they have the beach to themselves. On the other side of the border, the Pacific is locked between oil rigs on the horizon and rich people's beach homes with no trespassing signs all the way to the shoreline. Yet it's the same sand, same ocean. It's like, Kat thinks, what's the name of that movie? Memories of Underdevelopment? The absence of capital, leaving all this beauty intact for whoever wants it. No FedEx, no Walmart, no ATMs, no American flags or lapel pins, no security cameras, no Fox News and lobbies. On the weekend, the beach will fill up with Mexican families. Indian children will sell packs of stale gum from trays hung around their small necks, but not too aggressively. As the day progresses, differences between the Mexicans, Americans, and Indian vendors will get blurry, everyone getting beached out together. It's all right to slow down, Terry calls back to Kat, but try not to walk if you want to keep your heart rate up. Kat would just as soon sit on the sand dunes watching the pelicans. But having a house guest is like being 7 or 8 and asking a new friend to come over. You take turns making up games. That's how you enter each other's worlds. By the time you're 11, it's over, and then for the rest of your life, the only way to do this is fucking. In point of fact, during the 20-odd years of their sporadic friendship, Kat has joked more than once about having sex with Terry, but this is out of the question. Both women, though their work as American artists entails laying the most graphic accounts of their sexual experiences at the feet of their audiences, are too shy and puritanical. Besides, Terry confided last night after they'd finished discussing each other's jobs and careers, their mutual friends and world literature, she's mostly attracted to girls with big tits, which leaves Kat out of the picture. Yesterday, the two friends drove down together in Terry's big Ford Ranger. Kat picked Terry up at her place and sat on the couch while Terry wandered between rooms, tossing books, clothes, and a video camera into a gym bag. The house, a cool mid-century bungalow set above a ravine that the university bought her when she accepted a tenured appointment, looked a lot like Terry's old East Village apartment. Different, of course. It had plenty of sunlight, a garden. It was much larger, but it was still Terry's taste, Terry's books and pictures. Terry's a half generation older than Kat, though at this phase of their lives, age hardly counts. They're both middle-aged women. Their sporadic friendship, they've both come to realize, is the result of attrition, though lately they've recast it as loyalty. During the years on the Lower East Side, when they were both newly arrived in New York and might have been close friends, they weren't. But over the decades, seeing each other once every few years for a frenetic report on each other's doings, they've realized they've landed in roughly the same place. Unlike their former contemporaries, they aren't dead, wildly famous, or living in tract homes in Denver. Carving out space for themselves at different ends of the culture industry, they're taken more seriously by kids than their putative peers, but still they're sustaining themselves as artists. Hanging around with Terry, Kat has the dreamy feeling of time travel, In her early 20s, she would have given anything to be Terry Stiles' friend. Brilliant, uncompromising, Terry made